Hi, we're Foil Arms and Hog, and I'm currently driving us back from a gig we did in Belfast.
Yeah, driving safely.
1 a.m. driving.
Ooh, comedy.
Hock, you getting into the wee green Kiar here now?
The silly accent.
Yes, yeah.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Where will we go next? Where we go next? Hogson. We could go there, I guess.
You're a coward. You're a coward. You're a coward.
Or were you planning to go further out?
You're too far out.
You're too far out.
Too far out.
You're too far out.
Oh, let's go here.
Okay, is that
Take
your
a
yellow
right.
mark, is it?
Take a left.
We're going to take a left out of the test center here.
More left.
Oh, sorry.
Take a right over there.
Here we go.
Will it start?
I don't want to end in the
Every day is different.
I'll take another left around this house. Take a left to this house.
Turn left.
Yeah, see, don't go down the...
There is no left.
Oh, just not
I
there.
used to park my Land Rover up in the curb.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But now with lots of
Do you find my
parking
driving...
spaces, there's just no
Oh, you're in a car as
excuse.
well.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
You were in my car.
It comes with cruise control, travel suites, an Andre Rio CD, and a state-of-the-art bifocal windscreen.
Change.
Where are we?
Where the hell are you?
Who was that? There's some guy shooting in your car, McKenna. You maniac just shot out of your car.
Oh, perfect. Textbook landing there.
The bigger picture.
No one died. How many goes did I have at my driver's license? I got it on the 4th time. The first time I failed was actually the second time, best time I did the test. But not only did I fail the test, but I actually, on the way into the driving test, on the way back after the test, on the way into the test center, I hit the curb with my foot. I tripped going in.
Yes, I love this.
And
bit.
I recognized the significance of that. I was like, yeah, that's
Set your confidence way
that's
too low
quite
down
a portend of what's about to happen. And they have this little spiel, and the thing about it is, they sugarcoat it as best as they can, but you still hate them for it. And he was like, so, unfortunately, it's not good news. I'm like, what? What happened? Does the president get killed?
You prick!
I was seething. And then my mother turned up, and she was trying to cheer me up, and she was like, we're just, why don't you put it behind you and come and help me pick out some plants for the garden? Which is like absolutely not what. Oh, look at this guy here.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. But then the second time I went for it, this is
Another car behind us.
I basically.
Ages later.
I should finish the story I was saying about my driving test, which is the second time I went there to do the test.
Yeah.
I had. Oh no, that was the third time. Sorry, the second time I failed again. It was just shite. It was actually worse than the first time. The second time they opened up the bonnet and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then he was like, "Where do you put the oil?" I was like, "In there." And it was the place that you put the dipstick, where you check the oil, but you don't pour the oil. Anyway, it's terrible. And then that was awful. And there was this one road that I still won't go down. It's in Churchtown in Dublin, and it has like 5 ramps on it, and they always take you up there. And I have never been down that road because that's where I failed the driving test the second time. And I was just it kept cutting out, and I kept getting the sticky gears. The third time, I was no longer using my mother's car, which was a Golf, which was way too overpowered for me, a new driver. People would be laughing at that now, but I'd finally bought my Nissan Micra. I had a blue Nissan Micra, 99 Nissan Micra, which I loved. And
Nissan Micra.
I was like way better. I was like ready for this one. And I got my insurance, paid for insurance, and I was like rushing to get this done before the test. And I got insurance, and the disc didn't arrive on time for the test. So,
Oh.
Look at that, he's thinking.
He is thinking.
oh my god, I've left out another part of the story. I have to go back. The second time I failed the driving test, on the way out, reversing out of my mum's driveway, I scratched the back of the car. I hit the pillar. I was so nervous. And then, sorry, that was the first time. And then the second time, it's a massacre. It's a total massacre. The second time, a light came on. Like on the morning of my driving test, a light. And I had to go get something replaced in the Golf. I had to drive around that morning. I had to drive to a garage and be like, my driving test is in an hour. Can you replace this in time? And he was like, the fella was so sound. He managed to replace it. Anyway, I still failed. So back to the Nissan Micra.
Nissan Micra.
So I'm in the Nissan Micra. I'm reasonably well prepared for this test, and I've got insurance for the car. The insurance just doesn't arrive on time. I'm like, shit.
You know what you should be driving?
So I could go back and drive my mum's car again, which I'm still insured on.
Your mom's car. Now get it.
But I've been practicing in the new Micra all this time.
Nissan Micra?
I'm like,
It's not like
oh,
an old person's car.
why would I suddenly, switch over to the Golf? So I was like, well, I'm insured on my mum's car. I'm insured on this car. I just don't have the disc. But if you don't have the disc, you can't pass the test. So I was like, well, screw this. I'll just use my mum's disc. So I borrowed my mum's insurance disc.
Oh, yeah.
I put it in the Micra. And
Come on.
yeah, you can't do that. I think it might even be potentially illegal. Actually, no, it's not illegal because it was insured. But yeah, he just goes, what insurance disc is this? And I was like, for the car. He's like, yeah, but it's not though. It has a different registration on it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I swapped it out because... And he's like, you can't do the test in this car. You failed. And he was so angry. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like,
Was he angry?
I don't know why he was angry. This is an arsehole.
Well, actually, according to our results, you are a grade A asshole.
And then I was like, okay,
You're not a teacher, man. You're a tester.
I'm going to go home now.
High horse.
And I drove home. And then the fourth time, I eventually passed it in the Nissan Micra. Although he did say I drove too fast in residential estates. He had to say something. And it was the same guy who passed me the fourth one who failed me in the first one. But there was two different people in the middle.
Oh, no.
Anyways, that's the Saga. Yeah, test one.
Myself and Foyle got a lot of mileage.
Oh, test.
A lot of mileage out of this one. Out of all of them.
Yeah.
They kept coming. They just kept coming. It was like, you just kept on offering these like gifts. Every day you come into the office with a new gift, a new story.
Oh God, I was so angry. The second time I wasn't that angry when I failed it. The second time I hadn't done enough practice. But when I failed it the first time, I was so mad. And the third time, when I was really ready for the test and the insurance just didn't arrive on time and I committed potentially insurance fraud. I don't know what the law is. Dreadful.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Sorry, that's only part 1 of 8.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.